Hello viewers, welcome back. In this video, we are going to look at one of the important update in EPFO portal. That is with respect to deferred pension. Before we look at the feature available in the EPFO portal, let us first basically understand what is deferred pension. We all know that every member of EPFO after attaining the age of 58 years post superannuation or retirement is eligible to receive pension. Under EPS scheme 1995 there is an option available. What are the options? The member can defer his pension. What does it mean? Defer means postpone to receive his pension. Say instead of at the age of 58 years, he may shift it to 59 years or 60 years after attaining the age of 59 years or 60 years, as the case may be. Okay. So this is called basically a deferred pension. So you are deferring your pension receipt from the age of superannuation at the age of 58 years to 60 years. What are the provisions that are available under EPS scheme? Let's look at it. So as per EPS scheme para 12, a member who has attained the age of 58 years and is otherwise eligible for pension under clause A, that's of course we all know that a member to be eligible for pension have to have done service, contributory service of 10 years and above. Okay, so in that case, if he so desires, so it is only at the option of the member, okay, may be allowed to defer the age of drawing pension later than 58 years but not beyond 60 years. So maximum up to his age of 60 years he can defer it, not beyond that. So what is the advantage? Now we look at what are the advantages because of deferring. So in case the member chooses to defer his pension, the amount of pension shall be increased at the rate of 4%. So what they are saying is, suppose the contribution has been made up to the age of 58 years and the member wanted to defer it to receive it at the age of 60 years. In that case, the X amount of pension will be increased by 4% for every year that has been deferred. Suppose it is 60 years, means the 2 years deferment means 8% of the pension will be increased. So that's what it's saying. So rate of 4% for every completed year after the age of 58 years, which shall be restricted to the wage ceiling. Obviously, the entire pension scheme is based on wage ceiling, except those cases where higher pension joint declaration as per the Honorable Supreme Court Apex Court judgment, if that has been complied with, then they are eligible for the higher pension than the wage ceiling. Otherwise, for all it is subject to wage ceiling. That we are clear. Okay. Now, what is the other one option? One more option. The member at his or her option may also be allowed to continue to contribute. Okay. So what it does say is that the member can contribute after 58 years. That means the 59th year and 60th year he or she can continue to contribute to the pension account. The member is continuing in employment after the age of 58 years. So the option is, since they might be continuing, then their contribution is there. After superannuation, they have retired, they can defer it without contribution because they are not in employment. In case they are in employment, they can continue to contribute for the 59th year and 60th year. And the pensionable service and pensionable salary for the purpose of determination of the pension under this paragraph will be remarked, taking into account the period for which the contributions were made after the 58 years. That means this 59th year, 60th year contribution will be taken for the weighted average that need to be arrived at. Okay. So these two options are available. One, at the time of retirement of 58 years superannuation age, you can defer your pension without any contribution because retired, so you can only defer it for 2 years. In that case, 4%, 4%, 8%. In the case where there is an employment, he is continuing to be in employment, he or she, then the contribution for 59th year and 60th will be taken as the basis from which the calculation have to be made. Now let's look at the sample calculation for better clarity. Suppose the original pension on the date of retirement, that's at the age of 58 years, is 3,000 rupees. So deferring the pension for 2 years up to the age of 60 years. Okay. What does the provision say? For every year of deferment, 4% increase. That is 3,000 into 4%. That is 120 rupees increase. So 2 years means 8%. In that case, 240 rupees. So if the member after retirement chooses to defer his pension, and that deferment can be only up to the age of 60 years. So at the end of completing the 60 years of age, his pension will be 3,240 instead of 3,000. Clear? So now we will go into the portal and look at what is that feature that has been provided. So let's log into the unified portal, employer. ECR. Okay. This pop-up will come. Let's log in. User ID, password, then captcha. Let's see. Yes. Of course, we have already discussed about the revamped ECR return filing. We have also put out a video. Please go and watch if you wanted a better clarity on that. Okay, that's why this pop-up will come once the employer logs into the portal. Also, one more feature that they have highlighted here is that date of leaving should be done within 1 month. These two pop-ups will come. Now let's look at where is that particular provision or the feature, the facility that has been provided. We have to go to the establishment. Look at the establishment at the bottom. Oh no, sorry. We'll go to the member. I'm sorry. We'll go to the member and go to the end. You can see deferred pension. This is the one that has been newly introduced. Let's look at that. What is it actually? Okay. Now it is asking for the UAN number for which the pension has to be deferred, because if a member has completed 58 years on this month, say suppose in October, so we have to give his number or her number. Let's look at the options here. Let's feed the number and just check if what is the option that's available. What does this say? Error. UAN does not meet the age requirement for pensionable member. Okay. So what does it say? Let's look at it once again. What does it say? Error. UAN number does not meet the age requirement for pension. Member's age must be greater than 58 years. Okay. So we'll try to give another number and check the actual number where that particular individual's age has crossed 58 years. Let's check. So let's check for this member. Yes. So UAN number, contribution option. With contribution, without contribution. We looked at that particular provision, right? That means without contribution you can do for next 2 years, where you get that 4% per year is increment available. Okay, without contribution. With contribution is the second option, where the period of service will be taken into account, the wages, average wages will be taken into account. These options are available there. Okay, so selecting that option, if you submit, it will accept and proceed to receive in the ECR. So if this is not there, when you are filing ECR, it will say the member age has crossed 58 years here, so EPS contribution not allowed. If you click here with contribution, it will allow. If you click here without contribution, it won't allow. So this feature has been added recently. Hope this video was useful. We'll see you in another video. Thank you.